Hey there, my name is Kelly Dale with Off the Beaded Path. This was supposed to be your Must Know Monday for Monday, August 22nd. But seeing as I missed Monday, this is going to be your Try It Tuesday for Tuesday, August the 23rd. Today is going to be the last video in my bead crochet series of Must Know Mondays. You guys have done a fantastic job with bead crochet and I'm super proud of you. But one thing that I've got a lot of questions about is how do I read a bead crochet pattern. So I'm going to show you a couple of different patterns, some that I purchased and some that I found free online. And so that way you'll know how to read some of the different patterns. The first batch that I'm going to show you is a wonderful ebook that is totally worth the money. It's by Ann Benson and it has 70 designs, bead crochet designs in it. And the patterns that she gives you are so easy to read and do. So I would definitely suggest that one. And then I'm going to show you two that I printed off that were free on Pinterest. So if you're on Pinterest, you can find hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of free bead crochet tutorials. So let's go ahead and get started. So here is the cover sheet for the ebook that I purchased from Ann Benson. And again, I found this on Etsy. And you can go and find this on there. And when you do, it gives you 70 unique patterns, and I just want to take and show you a couple of them and show you how easy this is to do. The first, she tells you that you are going to need, say we're going to take this one. It doesn't matter what size bead you use, but in one color you're going to be using 357 beads and another 357 beads. A 6 around means how many beads you're going to start out in the beginning. So 6 beads around. Your pattern is one of each color, and that's just repeating those beads. Now that's 6 times around, so you would actually do that. You'll have 6 beads in that little round. You're going to have 357 repeats. So it means you're going to repeat those 2 beads right there 357 times for a 7-inch tube. Another example is this one here, and what's great is she shows you what it looks like finished. She shows you the diagram. She tells you you're going to need your colors and how many of each color. Again, this one is 6 beads around in our circle, and here is your repeat. This is how you'll thread on the colors. So it would have a pink, a gray, a pink, a white, and you would repeat that 119 times for a 7-inch tube. And I want to see here. And see, all around she tells you, like this one is 8 around. I think most of these that she's got here on this first page are 6 and 8 around. So you can see they're very simple to read. Again, because she shows you the finished product, she shows you the graph, and then she shows you how many beads you're going to need for each color, and then the way that you pick them up, and then your repeat to make that 7-inch tube. So her patterns are fantastic. So I highly recommend. Again, that was an ebook that I found, Bead Crochet Patterns by Ann Benson, where you can find this on Etsy. The next couple that I found were on Pinterest. And these are pretty great patterns. What it shows you here is it shows you the flat version of what it looks like flat if you stitched it flat, and then this is what it looks like in the tubular. So the first thing that you see up here that you want to look for is the circumference. So our circumference tells us that this is going to be 6 beads circular. So that means we're going to start off with 6 beads in our circle. Our colors, we have 6 beads in one repeat. Repeat of colors is 6, because you see here you have 6 beads. And you have 6 beads in that repeat, with one repeat being 6 beads. You're going to do a total of 50 rows, and you would need approximately 300 beads. So they tell you the colors that you need. There's 6 colors and how many of each color. Then they show you how many beads you're going to put on. So the number next to the color is how many you're going to put on of each color. This is a very simple graph, so it just tells you you would thread on one pink, one red, one yellow, one green, one blue, and one purple. So a super, super easy graph to read. And I found this one at that site there from Pinterest. The next one is more complicated, and as you can see, there are a lot more stuff to look at. So the first thing you see is, again, how it looks flat and how it looks actually crocheted up. This one tells me that this one is going to be 8 beads around. So instead of being 6, you're going to have 8 beads in your circle. You are going to have 170 beads in your repeat. Okay, so on your list of beads, you're going to add 170. So a repeat is going to be your 21 rows plus 2 beads. So you will have 21 rows of beads plus 2 little beads is what they call a repeat. And a repeat just means how much this 170 here will do, like one section of beads. So let me pull this back up here. So like over here, this the beads that you have threaded on, like it shows you your rows. This one, 6 rows was a repeat. This one, 21 rows. So this one actually doesn't show you your amount of rows, but you would count up 21, and that would be what it would look like once you actually get it stitched together. That would be your rows. So a repeat is 21 rows plus 2 beads. You're going to have a total number of 170 rows, and you're going to use 1,360 beads. And it shows you here how many beads you're going to need of each color. Then you have these nice little things here. To read bead crochet, how we're going to actually add these beads, you start in this top left-hand corner and you go down the row. So you'll do all of these in this row, and again, you're picking up however many beads it tells you right next to the color. When you finish this row, then you come to the next row and you go down that row, and you continue adding your beads following those rows until you get all these beads added. Then you do it again. Add all those beads and then do it again and again until you have your total rows and your repeats. Okay? Now, one thing you have to be careful of is if you're going to do the invisible join, you are going to need to do every single bead on here, okay? And so when you repeat, you have to completely finish the repeat to do the invisible joins, okay? If you're not going to do an invisible join, say you get, you get to 140 rows and that's enough for you, then you could just stop. So say you have to stop at this bead right here, that's fine, not a problem. But if you're going to do the invisible join, you have to go through the entire repeat for it to work out. So I hope you guys enjoyed learning how to read very simple crochet patterns. I did have a lot of people ask me about different softwares for bead crochet patterns, and to do that, all you'd have to do is go to Google and type in bead crochet software, and it'll bring up lots of different softwares that you can use for that. I personally don't do any bead crochet designs, so I can't really tell you about bead crochet software. I know I had quite a few people on our private Facebook page who were talking about some different softwares that they use. So you may, if you are in that group, you may want to go back and kind of look through past bead crochet conversations and see that. But I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Be sure and come back next week where we're going to kick off some new designs for the fall and holiday season. Bye-bye.